Helping you find great things to see and do in the Greater Blue Mountains, this is the Ask Ros Blue Mountains podcast.
Welcome to episode 17 of the Ask Ros Blue Mountains podcast. In this episode, I speak with Matt Murray, Senior Horticulturist at the Blue Mountains Botanic Gardens, about the upcoming Daffodil Festival. I started by asking Matt, when did the Blue Mountains Botanic Gardens start cultivating daffodils?
Well, the Blue Mountains Botanic Gardens have been growing daffodils here for years and years. Originally, this location was actually the site for a large cut flower farm for Sydney, and they grew, of course, daffodils for the cut flower market. So even before the Botanic Gardens opened here in 1987, there were daffodils grown on this site.
Now, the daffodils, I looked up and it symbolises rebirth and new beginnings, and I guess that is pretty fitting for your Daffodil Festival.
Well, yes. I mean, it's also celebrating spring, which for a lot of people is the beginning of new life and rebirth too. So it's quite fitting that the daffodils kick off the spring season for us here.
Now, the Daffodil Festival for you starts on the 24th of August and goes through to the 1st of September. Which I think is the 1st of September is the first day of spring. What can people expect to see when they drop in?
Oh, okay. Well, at the moment, I was down looking at the daffodil meadow, which is just starting to bloom now. I can see probably about 50,000 daffodils in flower at the peak of the season, which is generally around towards the end of August.
50,000?
Yeah, a lot of daffodils. Even this morning I was just looking at it going, gosh, it's a sea of daffodils already. It looks beautiful.
Now, how much preparation goes into preparing for the festival?
Quite a lot, actually. Like, for example, this year, every year we augment our display and add new cultivars and new bulbs to it. And over the past year, we planted an extra 183 cultivars this year. So that's in total now 520 different types of daffodils. So it's a lot. And we make sure that we feed them, we water them, and give them the best culture possible.
Now, you said the word cultivar there. Is that, as a total novice, does that mean variety?
Well, cultivar it's a plant that's selected by people, and given a name. But daffodils, cultivars themselves actually need to go to an international registration authority, so that the authority recognises that it's significantly different from all other cultivars or named varieties. So
the common old daffodil is not very common at all.
Well, the most common one that lots of people associate with daffodils is the King Alfred. So it's a trumpet daffodil. It's pretty common here and commonly grown in Australia. So, but there's lots and lots of different ones. These days, daffodils even come in pink too. Really?
That's amazing. Now, do you actually have to plant the whole range of daffodils each year?
No. What we do is every 3 years we dig up a section of the meadow, and then we'll replant it, divide them up and replant it, and then we move to another section the next year. So every 3 years we dig them up and divide them up, because if you leave them growing too long, they end up just becoming clumps and they hardly ever flower.
Oh, right, okay. Now, on the day itself, during the festival, the 3-day festival, there are discovery walks I think you've got going and workshops. Can you tell us more about those?
Okay, well, some of our horticulturists are very keen to talk about plants, and so they'll do walks and talks showing not only the daffodils but other things that are flowering through the gardens at that particular time, because there's lots and lots of different bulbs. There's lots of bluebells here, which have also been here ever since the daffodils have been. I'm just trying to think. There's daphne in flower at the moment, and the early rhododendrons are starting to flower. So it's not only just daffodils, it's other things that are flowering in the garden at this particular time.
When a visitor drops in, I believe they can pick up some information from the information centre. What is available to them?
Okay, there's some information generally about daffodils, a little bit of cultivation information, and also the locations where these plants can be found throughout the garden in flower.
Now, if we just visit the gardens to check out the daffodils, how long should a visitor put aside to do that?
If you're just here to check out the daffodils, I reckon you could probably do that in half an hour tops. Because the area that they're primarily displayed in is just 5 minutes walk from the visitor centre itself.
Oh, wonderful. Now, the big question is if you're dropping in to see the entire garden, what time do you need?
Oh gosh, I reckon I could easily spend a good 4 hours here. So, and it's also got a wonderful view from here. One of the things that I recommend whenever friends are saying, "Oh, what should we do at the gardens?" I always say, stop into the restaurant, have a coffee, and enjoy the view, because you can see as far as Newcastle and Sydney from the deck of the visitor centre.
Wonderful. I know at Ask we tell everybody, certainly in the mountains, that you need to go up to the gardens at least once every season just to enjoy them.
Oh, I totally agree. It's always changing. For me, I've been working here for over 20 years, and every day is quite different. Different weather, different light, and different day lengths.
It's wonderful. Now, just a reminder for everybody, this is the Blue Mountains Botanic Gardens Daffodil Festival from the 24th of August to the 1st of September, from 9:30 until 4:30 every day, and the best part is it's free.
That's right. But the daffodils, because there's all different times that they flower, actually you can find them still in flower around about mid-September. So it's a really long season.
And if you by chance can't get there, then certainly drop into Rydal, who are having a daffodil festival on the 7th and 8th of September.
Ah, wonderful. I know the lady who runs that, and she's mad keen on daffodils. Lovely lady.
Great. Matt, I greatly appreciate your time, and good luck with getting everything together by the 24th.
Thank you so much. All right, and hopefully we'll see the visitors come and say hello to the gardens. We're always happy to talk about the plants.
Well, that's it for episode 17. Be sure to check out the Ask Ros website at askros.com.au and our Facebook page, Ask Ros Blue Mountains. Thanks for listening.